got one in this room over here. Miami-Dade police, open the door. Go open the door. Go open the door.
Come outside, man. Let me talk to you for a second.
Hold on, put him up there.
Come here. Come outside for a second.
Step out.
Come outside. Come outside.
Step out.
Come outside. Come outside.
Come over here.
Come outside.
Come out. Take a seat right over here.
Come on, sit.
I'm like that right there. Sit on the next seat
Sir.
right there. Sit down.
Take a seat.
What happened? You got to come with us. Come on, put on some pants.
Come with y'all for what?
I'll explain it to you once you get dressed. Put on some pants.
Now you see this sugar right there. That man was arrested like that over some voting stuff. Didn't kill anybody, wasn't in a high-speed chase or nothing. They got guns blazing on this man. The man ain't even dressed. He like, tell me, I'll tell you when you get dressed. No, tell me now. Why y'all all up on me like that with weapons drawn in the United States of America? Hello, somebody. It is. I mean, Jackson, I'm right here right now. It's this time. It's this time right now. The way they did that, brother.
Yeah.
And it could have been a vanilla brother.
Well, it could have been anybody of lower means. And I think one of the important things, and it's not that people don't point it out, but this is definitely not just left or right thing on the political spectrum, but big capital benefits from this type of political direction. And often why, people who have the means to really combat this type of political movement just stay quiet, because it inevitably helps them hang on to more of their wealth through, capital gains and different types of tax breaks that keep getting passed through Congress. So, this ultimately is a result of corruption and unfettered capitalism and the breakdown of proper and good functioning social structures. So again, it's bigger than just like, oh, the Republicans are in support of this, but the people who really have the means to combat this, it's rather convenient for them. It's making them richer.
I mean, so what we just watched was the arrest of Ronald Miller. And back in August 19th, Floridians were accused and arrested for voter fraud. They arrested this man for alleged voter fraud, using law enforcement officers in that kind of misguided way, guns damn drawn on the man, like he had just killed somebody. In America, 14 of those arrested were black. No surprise there. Voter fraud is exceedingly rare in the United States of America, despite what the GOP keep propagating. But Republican lawmakers in several states like Florida have beefed up units charged with investigating it. Several voting experts say that they could not recall seeing another case in which someone accused of voter fraud was arrested at gunpoint. And not just one gunpoint, several guns pointed at this man. He had the door half naked. They ain't even had the decency to let the man get dressed. And then when he asked them, what are you doing this for? We'll tell you when we get dressed. No, you gonna tell me now. You gonna tell me now. I hope he sues them folks. Y'all fill in the blank. They need to be sued. Now, why was Miller accused of voter fraud? I'm glad you asked. We got the answer here on Unbossed. Miller was convicted of second-degree murder more than 30 years ago, a crime that causes you to permanently lose your voting rights in Florida. He had long completed his sentence for those charges and was not aware that he was permanently barred from voting, his lawyers said. 30 years ago, did not know he was permanently barred from voting. Nobody should be permanently barred from voting when they didn't serve their debt to society. 30 years ago? Hello, somebody? Even worse, he was sent a voter registration card. I mean, you know what? The man was sent a voter registration card, okay? Many of the defendants, Miller, have said they were not warned, they were ineligible, received voter registration cards in the mail and believed they could vote. Voting rights advocates see the cases as a thinly veiled effort to intimidate people from voting. You daggone right it is. And also in Florida, the voters passed by referendum, giving former returning citizens the right to be able to vote again. And that mofo governor turned that around, went against the will of the people. You know what, Jackson? Look, we know what this is. This is Jim Crow. This is all of this stuff. Black codes, 21st century version, doing this man like this.
And it just exacerbates the authorities' boldness to use physical force for unnecessary reasons, and we already know that's
necessary.
Yeah,
and they wasted taxpayers' dollars, Jackson. On top of that.
And they knew what they were there for. It's not like they got called there because he would, we heard that there was fighting or someone heard gunshots or something like that. And not even letting him put his pants on as if you didn't already have control over the situation. Yeah. It's just, and again, exacerbating the system that will therefore then attract people who have even less scruples about themselves. And who have even less morals about the way they go about things, because they're just eating up on the power that it fills them with, and it's really
they really are
ridiculous.
I mean, to see. Makes no sense. The man paid his debt. It was 30 years ago. You comment on his anyway.